10th, 2018. We'll rise for invocation from our sheriff for our county, and it's an honor to have him here, Mr. Scott Cass.
I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you giving me the opportunity to come, and all of us coming together and doing good work in the Lord. I want to tell y'all, I hope y'all have a great Christmas, and hope you get a chance to give somebody a good word somewhere. A lot of folks are hurting, a lot of folks in need. I know y'all have people right now you think about having employees and need a prayer, so join me there for a word. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for this day, for the opportunity to all of us to come together and just get an opportunity to tell you how much we love you and thank you. Lord, we just thank you for your grace. God, for your Son that you gave to come and be born and just give us salvation and grace and hope. Lord, you bled, suffered, and died for us, and we just thank you for that. Thank you for these men and women who sit and make decisions, and I just pray for wisdom, Lord, and everything that we do, that we can look to you and give you glory. We know that there's folks that are in need. We know that there's some that can't go, that can't get up. We know that there's some that right now that are dear to our hearts that just need your peace, Lord. Families that's lost loved ones, and recently lost loved ones. We just pray for them and you just give them peace. Thank you, God, for all you do, for your many blessings for this Christmas season. Help us reach out and just not looking for anything we need or want, but Lord, to give something to someone and just give them a good word to that. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Come back next month. Roll call.
Brandon Thomas.
Here.
Patricia Wood.
Here.
Amanda Willows.
Here.
Joey McCarthy.
Here.
Stacy Nichols.
Here.
Bart Chaton.
Here.
Let the record show all present. Also present, City Attorney David Hamilton and City Secretary Tricia Smith taping the minutes.
There's no one signed up, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Move to item 7, consent item, discuss, take action on A, monthly bills and purchase orders for November 2018, B, minutes for November 2018 city council meetings, C, financial update for November 2018, and D, monthly activity reports for November 2018 from 1, the police department, 2, public works department, and 3, Reno Volunteer Fire Department.
I'll make a motion to accept consent items A through D and 1 through 3.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Councilmember Nichols, seconded by Councilmember Thomas to approve items A through D and 1 through 3. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Item 8A, street and drainage bids to repair Old Clarksville Road.
Hello.
Here.
These are some bids we've been working on for a little while. We've been working on Old Clarksville Road. Along with the street commission, trying to get a game plan together. Take it there a little bit, get a better road. So the drainage is the main issue on that stretch, and this is where we feel like we need to get started. Before we spend any more money working on that road, get the drainage out of it. Finally got 2 bids together. I think the active construction came in, kind of figured as well. That's kind of what they do. They do most of the work that takes up. You see them out here on the highway stuff, maybe that's active construction. So, street commission in favor of drainage settled on that road.
Where you gonna haul it to?
Right there on Old Parkville Road, we've got a couple different places we can haul it to. That's one of the reasons it's a little bit cheaper, both is because we got a spot, they don't have to haul it, come off the way. Mr. Cato has a piece of property there that
East Field.
we can put some dirt on. So anybody that needs any dirt, we can haul it. A big quite a bit of dirt. Right now, we can put it right there. So you can hold, we can hold it, so that's a big help.
So how long it'll take them?
No, not really. Figure once they get started, it's not gonna take over probably a week or two, depending on the weather, when they can actually get started. They were up here doing some work for TxDOT back in August, September. Thought they could get on it then, but I didn't have time to get bids to you guys or even get them the street commission before then, so they had to come back and do it. At this time of year, it's when we get the street commission to get them back up here.
Are they gonna do it like they did Mal and shoot it, grade it and all that
Yeah,
stuff?
everything be shot on grade. Any of the culverts or anything like that need to be replaced as they go through. They're just gonna dig the holes out, we're gonna put new ones in, so we're gonna be doing that part. So there's only about 6 on that entire road, so that's not that big.
Now, this will be like the first step in keeping it from washing over the road, right?
Right, and this, I mean, as it is right now, if you've driven down Clarksville Road, there's just no drainage. There's a couple places where we're gonna have to try and figure out how to get a ditch through and around some options, but I think it can be done. Right now, it's just, the road is actually the ditch right now, and it's been that way for years. What it just runs right down the middle of it.
Is there any drainage run under the road?
Do what?
Is there any drainage run under the
Other
road?
than the bridge down there.
That's it?
That's pretty much it. And that's what we're trying to get it to. Majority of them will go down to that bridge, top half and turn off Airport Road. Part of that's going to go back towards Airport Road. Not a lot of it. It's probably a couple hundred foot. If I break the other, go back towards the bridge, so.
They think they'll have to build the road up or just doing the ditches, the road will be fine?
The ditches will probably do it. We're hoping we don't have to build it up too much. There's a couple places we may have to eventually when we go in there and do some more road work, because those ditches are probably going to be fairly deep. We've got a couple of other issues that may come up with the ditches, but I mean, something's got to be done. So we're just going to work around whatever else comes up. So.
Because Old Clarksville, where's it on the priority list? It's probably pretty high, isn't it?
Yeah, it's probably.
We get that amount budgeted for the work? Okay. Well, I'll make a motion that we accept the bid from Anchor Construction LLC in the amount of $22,500 for the ditch work on Old Clarksville Road.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Councilmember Nichols, seconded by Councilmember Willows to accept the bid from Anchor Construction in an amount of $22,500 for street and drainage repairs on Old Clarksville Road. All in favor? All opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have y'all called Mr. Phillips and let him know that?
Item 8B, Reno's Winter Wonderland Christmas Festival.
Okay. Everything was going fantastic till Mother Nature got involved. Thursday, we had figured out that the grounds were just too soft to have it at our park. We started to cancel, but after we contacted the vendors, majority of them wanted to go forward with it, and a Paris police officer had recommended maybe we use the pavilion at the Civic Center because it was large enough. So, of course, we canceled the snow slide. It was going to be just too much of a risk for that cost, because if it started pouring down, that would be it. So we canceled the snow slide. We went ahead and had it, and the vendors did pretty well. They said they'd be happy to join us with any event that we do. One of the big blessings was the 2 businesses that donated for the snow slide, when we contacted them and told them we were going to have to cancel the snow slide, they said, keep the money to cover the event. So we actually come up ahead from this event. And we had a silent auction, which was only $20 short of covering the bounce house, so we actually made money from the event, so. It worked out, it was very cold, we had to shut down early, but we tried.
Who were the businesses?
The Everett Toyota and Jason Petty.
All right.
So that covered everything and plenty left over.
Well, that's good.
We tried. Just weather doesn't want to cooperate this year with events.
That's a bit tough call you made, and you made a good call, I think.
Oh,
I mean,
it was not
that's,
easy.
Couldn't be easy.
It was not easy at all. The snow slide, if we would have had that, I think the turnout would have been huge, but that's not worth the risk. That's a lot of money.
All right, move on to item 8C, appointment to EDC committee by Stacy Nichols.
I talked to a local business today, and he's real interested, but he wants to wait till after the holidays. So I told him I'd get back after the first of the year, but I think we'll get a good representative there.
Great.
Item 8D, appointment to EDC committee by Joey McCarthy.
Same thing as last. He's willing to wait until he gets some stuff cleared up and first of the year.
Item 8E, appointment to EDC committee by Mayor Jeton. I haven't even thought about it, but I'll have someone by next month.
Well, I know the EDC's also trying to help y'all out too. We've got, I think, 3 prospects on the line, so, and if any of those pick up, then we'll let y'all know and y'all can pick,
Okay, sounds
you know,
good.
to help y'all out.
Okay. Item 8F, ordinance number 11301, vendor permits and door-to-door permits.
This is an effort to respond. I think it was last month, there was an issue that the staff brought up about the existing ordinance on door-to-door sales. And the council had input on what they wanted to see and who they would like to not have to get a permit. And so this is an effort to try to respond to that. The bottom line would be that if you're selling things, you have to get a permit here that'll last up to a year. But there are numerous exceptions. Those youth projects we talked about are accepted. If the city sponsors an event, or if someone else comes out here and says, we want to put on an event, and we're going to have like the food trucks out here, one permit covers everybody they've got out here. Not all the food trucks or the vendors have to get an individual permit like it at the Christmas deal. The cities, those people don't have to get a permit, even though they're soliciting inside the city. It's an attempt to allow people who are soliciting for political office, they don't have to get a permit, they can come out here. And I think the bottom line is here, just so the staff knows, if someone calls in and says, hey, this person's out here and they're asking you for money, is it legit? It gives the staff something to fall back on and say, yes, they're registered, or no, they're not. And giving then the police department an opportunity to go out there and investigate that. So this is pretty much, it's not standard, but it's a kind of a compilation of what many cities do to try to regulate this. If people have a business where they work by appointment, and they like a cable business or dish or somebody like that, they don't have to have a permit because they have an appointment with that person. So that's an exception too. So it was an effort to try not to make it overly regulated, but at the same time, give the staff something to talk with. There is not right now an application form or a license form, depending on what the council does with that. Once we get it into final form, if this is it, then I'll sit down with the city secretary and the police chief. We'll draft an application form and also a license form that whoever is here will have to carry with them on their person. And if somebody asks them, if an officer drives by and there's somebody out there walking door to door, all he or she has to do is say, I need to see the permit, and they should have it on them. So it's kind of an update version of that.
Great.
What about the fees? The fee schedule?
Where is it?
Yeah, well, I didn't see one in here.
I thought there was. I thought it was built into it if it's, well, there's the one for the bonds.
I talked to a good friend that works for the business that I had mentioned.
Yes.
They're trying to go more for referral anyway now. They don't really like door to door. They're trying to have people refer them to other people, so they said it wouldn't be an issue for them.
Well, they're basically keeping an appointment anyway. They have it on their card and then you.
Right.
So
I think they'll be fine.
Door-to-door stuff.
Usually, and I don't see it right here offhand what the fee schedule will be. Generally, those are relatively cheap because it's just like it's more of a housekeeping function. So maybe you guys need to decide tonight what you want it to be for an annual permit. Maybe more if it's a big thing, but whatever you decide to set it at. Then the process is they're all good for 1 year. Some cities say we want all of these permits like this to expire in December of every year so that the staff knows that in January they can do this, or if there's a permit out there, it will expire at a certain time. And December's not a necessary thing, but that way the staff is not overwhelmed with trying to track down who's expired and who isn't. They know that they all go out at a certain amount of time and have to come in. So that might be something to think about too. But I don't see the fee schedule in there. What I'd hope to do is get it to where we don't have to amend the ordinance every time we put a fee schedule in there. Because if the city comes in and says, you know what, $25 was good back in 2000, but maybe not so much now, do we really want to amend the ordinance, or we just want to pass a little resolution that says, here, we're changing the fee schedule? And that's kind of my thought is, here's the fee schedule. The city council can change that by resolution or voice vote, and all you have to do is, and we just substitute the latest schedule in there as opposed to amending the ordinance over and over and over and over.
That sounds good.
If you choose to go with the door-to-door permits, just to let you know, what it has been in the past, in our old ordinance, it's $25 for a door-to-door permit and $5 for each additional salesperson. So that's what it has been. If you guys choose to.
Is there any cities that does not have allowed door-to-door solicitation?
No, I didn't research that. I think most cities do. I think you'd have a hard time just outlawing it all together. It might be a constitutional issue there if you just said nobody can do this. Now, if citizens put a sign up that says no soliciting, that's like a trespass. It's a violation of the ordinance. So if they've got an open sign up there on their premises, then this ordinance says you're not even supposed to approach that house. But I don't know of anybody that says we do not allow any kind of solicitation here at all. There may be some. Do what?
Very few and far between now, I guess. I mean, I don't know what.
Yeah.
I guess e-commerce is kind of taking over. I mean, most of the stuff
you make a
need
point that,
on
yeah, that, most of this now is solicitation over the internet, very seldom.
500 emails a day. I mean,
Yeah. So the most people you're gonna get, I'm thinking, are the itinerant ones who are just out there, the ones you really need to look at, and kids who are out here selling popcorn and Girl Scout cookies and raising money for their ACT project. That's about it these days. Nobody else wants to walk around door to door and stuff. But having something like this is a device to let the police department stop and investigate if somebody's doing it. And then if there's a need to remove them from the area, you can.
Well, Mayor, I move to go ahead and approve ordinance 11301 for vendor permits and door-to-door permits.
So we can insert the fee schedule.
What, the motion needs to be, and if I might, to say with an inserted fee schedule to be approved by the council.
Okay. And also adding to that would be inserting a fee schedule to be approved by the city council.
I'll second that.
We have a motion by Councilmember Thomas, seconded by Councilmember Nichols to approve to ordinance 11301, vendor permits and door-to-door permits with insertion of a fee schedule to be approved by the city council. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Item 8G, bids to purchase and remove house at 450 Anderson Road.
I'm not getting anywhere with this. I've really tried. We've contacted all the local real estate agencies. We've contacted We Buy Ugly Houses. I have not heard back from them after my third attempt. I've tried. Suggestions?
Burn it.
Is the original guy still interested for $500?
Possibly. For that price, I'm sure he probably would be. I can contact him again, see if if you guys wanted to go with that.
If we asked him to send us a slightly different bid,
It's gonna be lower.
If he's the only one in it.
Oh. $500, you damn it.
Any suggestions?
I've told 2 or 3 people who are looking for houses, you know, I know where you can get one probably. Have it moved out.
$550.
Have it moved out.
I think we should contact him and see if he's still interested. I mean, not getting anywhere and it needs to go. You know, there's a big expense in moving the house.
Yeah.
The purchase is not the big thing, it's the move. I watched the Texas flipping move, and they do this stuff all the time for,
That's how
What's
we
that too?
I don't know if they come down from Fort Worth to do it.
Right?
But they don't give a whole lot for these houses when they move them, it's because of
At
the
least we build
expense.
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true, bring publicity. So if I contact him and see if he still wants it, would you guys be all right with that? I would probably need that in a motion, right?
Let's do it.
Only if you want to do it right.
Yes.
Well, I'll make a motion that we contact Ramsey House Moving and Leveling and see if he's still interested in the original bid price of $500.
I'll second.
Have a motion by Councilmember Nichols, seconded by Councilmember Thomas to contact Ramsey House Moving to see if he is interested in the original $500 bid and move the house at 450 Anderson Road. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Motion carried?
Yeah.
What does a growl count as?
Item 8H, annual evaluation for city secretary, police chief, and city attorney.
Got mine.
I've had mine.
You've had yours. So how you want to do this? You want to turn them in or have them review and have them next meeting, or what do you want to do?
Should have bring them to the next meeting since the year's not over yet.
That means you'll have to have a special meeting between now and then.
Will?
You want to do them next year? Is that what you're saying?
Why would you have to have a special meeting?
Well, because the next regular meeting will be January.
Okay.
How about if we compile all of our stuff together and make one form for each of them and then submit it to them?
Did you say one poem?
One form.
Oh, I thought you said poem. Well, that'd be,
No.
Now, I would like to see this.
so let's sit around down here.
You do a great job. We're proud of you. Extras over there printed out.
And yeah, we appreciate you.
Do you have any extras printed out with the pictures?
I do. Do you want to I mean, it's up to you guys if you want to do it tonight, or if you want to do it next time, or if you want to do one or two.
We drag it out 2 months, might as well go.
Yeah, it shouldn't take long to do.
Yeah, I say we just pile them and just do
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then we'll.
Take an average,
yeah, sounds good to me.
I mean, because what, 5 spots on it, so take an average.
Do we have any blank forms that we can fill out?
I have copies on the table.
Okay. So you need to do it?
It's up to you.
So let's get it done.
Say yes.
Yeah.
Let's get it done.
Executive session.
Move this meeting to executive session at 6:25.